Ho, 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 ho. Old Prepper Claus is here, son. And let me tell you, before we get started, I'm already regretting this shirt choice. So it's from the Griswold Christmas, right? Christmas Vacation. Well, the problem is, this sucker is like 2 sizes too small and I can taste my spleen, son. Old Prepper Claus is choking over here. But the show must go on, right? How y'all doing? So I know this is ridiculous, but we did this last year. It's once a year. And what I'm going to do, because I'm so cheap, or Prepper Claus is so cheap, I need to speak in the third person here, right? Prepper Claus is so cheap that he decided, hey, I'm going to compile a list of the top 25 prepping items / gifts that I would give either a prepper or an aspiring prepper for Christmas. Now, Christmas is not about gifts. We know that Christmas is about our Creator. Happy birthday, Jesus. However, if you are going to be buying gifts and you just don't know what to get, this show is for you. And also, for the folks that are in the live chat with me, son, I am going to be asking questions. It's going to be fun. It's a prepper party. I'm going to be asking questions in the live chat. What's the worst Christmas gift you've ever gotten? This sort of thing. So stay tuned for you folks in the live chat. I have a list somewhere, if my shirt will allow me to swing around and get it. All right. So let me see. Very quickly, thank you to the folks on Patreon. Shotgun Saturday Night is possible because of the support over on Patreon. You folks, we will do another poll next week, when I'm not wearing this ridiculous outfit, and we'll get back to straight line prepping. Quickly, if you enjoyed the show tonight, consider shooting a thumbs up or subscribing. Maybe hit that little bell. They tell me there's a bell down there, son. All right, so without further ado, my God, it's a mess back here. The first item up for your consideration, a watch. Preppers love watches. Now, you will see me wearing this particular watch from time to time, okay? This is a Humvee Recon. It may look fancy. Ooh, look at that. But it's a $40 watch. I've had it for a couple of years. It has yet to fail me. There are no bells and whistles on this watch. Actually, I feel naked not wearing it. The strap is legit here. It tells time, the date, and it glows in the dark when you press a button. That's literally all it does. It is completely waterproof. I've accidentally slapped this watch against the wall, walking through a doorway or something. It takes a pounding and keeps on going. And again, I've linked all of this stuff down below. However, most of this stuff you can pick up at a local retailer. Now, for a Humvee Recon watch or something very similar, you're going to have to go somewhere like Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's. They're not going to sell it at your local China Mart, okay? Because they have no class. Number 2 up on Prepper Claus's list here. This item is approximately $30. Again, your outdoor stores will have this. The link is also down below. And your China Mart actually may carry this. It is a French press. Designed, this is a Stanley model. But it is designed specifically for camping out. Okay, so take the lid off here. I mean, it's a simple setup. You can heat water. You can make your coffee right in this thing. It says coffee for up to 4 people. But I would dispute that. This is this is a single serving for me. I gotta have my coffee. Okay, again, that item is around $30. Anybody that likes coffee in your life, if they're outdoorsy, they're gonna love the gift. Number 3, oh boy. You would think I would have had this stuff prepared, son. Well, let me grab them both. This is Duke Cannon. Spoiler alert. And I hope Outlaw Prepper is not watching right now because it pertains to him. Duke Cannon, great soaps, great beard stuff. But they actually put out a Christmas-inspired lineup. I'm not an affiliate now with Duke Cannon. These are bought. We're going to be giving these out as gifts. And I want to show you what they're all about really quick. These range, I think, from $24 to $30. Again, the link is down below. Cracker Barrel actually sometimes sells these as well, so you may check them out. So the first one is the Miracle Beard at 34th Street. There you go. When you open it up, for the man or the woman, I ain't discriminating, who has a beard in your life, there you go. It's the complete kit. These things are easy to wrap. I'm horrible at wrapping, so this matters to me. The second one, my personal favorite, the Jingle Boos. Why is it called Jingle Boos, you ask? They are beard-inspired soaps. And if you've never tried Duke Cannon, let me just explain to you, the soaps do not actually smell like beer. It's very hard to explain. They're very unique. If you've ever had rum cake, y'all had rum cake? So you don't get that alcohol taste in rum cake. You get that sweetness. That's what you're going to get with Duke Cannon, okay? They also sell the bars single. They're around $9 or $10 a bar, but they're huge. They're about this big, and they last me approximately a month, and I shower every day, folks. So here we go. Let's move on. Oh boy. Death Wish coffee. Links down below. Available probably in your local supermarket as well. It's not cheap. I'm going to level with you. This stuff, for coffee at least, this stuff's about $20. So for a gift, yes, it's cheap. You can throw a bow on that right there. I prefer the ground coffee. They also have the whole bean in the bags. Some people like the K-Cups. The K-Cups are easy. Sometimes I'll drink these right before I go live. I'm in there making the K-Cup. But you're going to get a lot more yield, thinking like a prepper here, out of this right here. If you've never had Death Wish coffee, it will jack you up. It is some of the strongest coffee on the planet. When you get somebody a bag or a box of Death Wish coffee, again, you're letting them know that you care. You recognize the fact that they are a coffee connoisseur and that you went above and beyond and you spent a little extra. You know, this is, I'm not giving you the Walmart brand here of, you know, Southern Pecan or whatever it is, the great value. Nothing wrong with it. I drink it at home. But I'm not really going to gift that to somebody. I want to give them something a little more fancy for Christmas time, okay? So that is the Death Wish. Oh boy, the TP tent. This is one of the more expensive items. Outdoor stores probably have these. They may be limited in the TP style. But they run approximately, again, one of the more expensive items, about $120. This is a kazoo model. The reason that I love the TP tents, it's about a 5-minute setup time. So you open them up, you lay them down on the ground, you peg them in, and then you go inside and you lift the pole up. These things are not going to last through a hurricane, okay? Just a disclaimer. Don't be sitting in the eye of a hurricane in a TP tent and be like, John, he done me dirty here, son. The tent's falling. Not going to survive a hurricane. But for average camping, bugging out, etc., normal conditions, it's sturdy, it's good to go. Again, 5-minute setup. One of the more expensive items. I am cheap, but I do not like to cheap out on tents. Shigmog. Say that 15 times. A Shigmog is a tactical scarf. Comes in all different patterns, normally camo, your OD green, things like this. Preppers love these. Outdoorsy types, the tactical types, they love these. They run around $10. So you can get these. They're happy that they got them. You're out $10. You know what I'm saying? 10 Washingtons, if you will. And the link is down below. They're very good gifts. You're not going to be able to find those at your local Walmart, your Target, etc. Some of the outdoor stores like Bass Pro Shops, they may have them. You may have to order that online, or if you have a surplus store in your area, they're going to carry them usually. If Back to the Woods is in the chat, they also carry them, I think. So next up, And I did not bring it with me, my God. I even got the knife sharpener out. I was going to show you how to sharpen a knife, and I forgot my knife. Wow. A knife, folks. Spoiler alert, a knife. It makes a great gift for anybody that is into bushcrafting, into prepping, anything like that. Your preppers love knives. I would suggest if you're going to get a knife, be willing to spend $40 or $50. You can get a solid everyday carry knife at that price level. I'm going to recommend the Cricut brand knives at that price level. They make a good knife for the money. It is linked down below. That is something that you can get at most retailers. Target, maybe not. They're super liberal. But if you want to shop around locally, you're going to be able to find a Cricut knife usually with no problem, okay? Again, $40 to $50. Next up, walkie-talkies. Price, all over the place. It depends on how much you're willing to spend. I've got a few extra Cobras, and the reason I have a few extra Cobras is because we actually carry these on our Bugout bags. Same model and everything, okay? So it's very easy. These are $10 a pop. The walkies are down below. Again, you can get much better walkie-talkies. It depends on the budget, but I'm keying in here tonight on the cheaper stuff. Remember, cheap, 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 $10 a pop. You can get these in 2 packs. You can get them in 4 packs. Anybody that is into survival is going to love that gift, okay? Oh, Solo Twig stove. Here we go. This has been used. Y'all, please don't clown me. This has been used one time. We used it one time when we were camping, so it's still shiny. But it's a Solo brand stove. Very simple the way this thing works. It takes wood. Wood. Can y'all believe it? It takes twigs. And you just light your little fire down in there. And then normally it'll be packaged in a bag, but when you get to camp, you just flip this burner upside down like so, and you can put whatever you have. We were talking about the French press earlier. Whatever you happen to have, you can just put on top. You want to make sure that it is not an insulated cup. Okay, you want to make sure it's metal. And then you have your little groove right here where the wood goes in. Pretty simple, right? Those run, because it is the Solo brand. Solo makes, for those that aren't aware, they make killer fire pits. I wish I had one. I don't. The fire pits are around $400. The Solo backpacking twig stove, I think, is around $60, but well worth it. They're solid, okay? Oh, let's see, muck boots. People have been asking about muck boots. They're different kinds. They're different brands. I could get this fake hair out of my face here, son. Muck boots, you get what you pay for. Okay, so if you want to get somebody, let's say you have that important person in your life, your spouse, you know, your woman, your man, whatever. Muck boots, you can get them at Rural King. You can get them at Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's. They're probably going to be cheaper at Rural King. They're also linked down below. These are rubber boots that are made for outdoors. They come almost knee-high in most cases. You can get them shorter, but I would recommend getting them taller, okay? Most people like those. And yes, I wear them on the inside of my pants. Old Prepper Claus does. He rides dirty like that. Survival tabs. Great prep. These are linked below. Sometimes you can find them at surplus shops as well. Some of your health food stores may have them. I'm not sure. I haven't been into a GNC in a while. That's probably why the shirt's killing me here. Why I'm tasting my spleen. But this is 180. This is vanilla. This is vanilla. They have vanilla. They have chocolate, strawberry, and I believe caramel or caramel if you're fancy. But again, you can buy this as 1. You can buy them as 3. It is linked down below, and these things have I believe it's a 25-year shelf life. Even says it right there. 25 years. And the concept behind survival tabs is really simple, okay? If you don't have any food whatsoever, these can sustain you. You want to take one survival tab, you chew them up. They take, the texture is almost like a Necco wafer, okay, if you've ever had those, but they're thicker. One every hour for 10 hours. So 10 tablets a day, basically, is going to keep you alive. You're not going to feel like you just ate a steak dinner, okay, but they're going to stop you from having that stomach where you're starving to death constantly, okay? They're really good for the money, and although I'm huge on survival food, these take up a lot less shelf space. So if you are in a situation where you don't have tons of space for your preps, look into these, okay? What is next on our list? A tactical pen, which I do not have with me. My wife is carrying it today, actually. But I'm going to show you the concept. A tactical pen. They're usually made out of aircraft aluminum. And I mean, they're a lot more sturdy. This is a regular ink pen, guys, but same concept, okay? They're very pointed at the bottom. And typically on the back, instead of having this little thing right here, is a flat space for your thumb. And the concept is really simple. If you're walking to your car and it's late night, or you're in a situation where they're not going to allow you to open carry, something of this nature, maybe they don't allow pocket knives, you just clip this bad boy. Wow. Okay, so the tactical ink pens do not break like this. The Bics do, apparently. But anyway, y'all get the idea. You clip it here on your shirt, and if you feel threatened in any sort of way, you can remove that and you're ready to go. It works kind of like a shank or something like that. There are certain places where you're not going to be able to take these. Airlines and things like that. So you need to be cautious about it, but in most situations, again, my wife has hers right now and she's at work. Most situations, they're going to either allow it or not know the difference, one way or the other. Next up, outdoor life manuals. And I'm going to give y'all a huge tip here. Okay, so they make these, they're legit books, and they make them for all, a variety of different situations. You can get them for fishing, you can get them for firearms, of course, outdoors. They even make them for the zombie apocalypse. Now, I've linked them below. They are kind of expensive. However, if you have a Big Lots or an Ollie's in your area, sometimes, not all the time, I can't guarantee it, but sometimes I've walked in on these and they've been like $5, $5 or $6 as opposed to $29. So check those, scope those places out, and if you can afford to, buy them up in bulk. They're a great resource. I prefer books. I have flash drives and stuff with this stuff on it, but I prefer books because you don't need the grid in order to read, right? You can read by candlelight. Bugout bag. Normally mine hangs here. I have two. I have the Marine rucksack right here. The Marine rucksack is my bug out. It done went Mad Max. I mean, this thing is huge. It's not something that I want to carry every time I go camping. This is actually the camping bag. Okay, it's a lot smaller. I brought my wife's to show y'all. This is hers. The Bugout bag, again, I've got a link down below, but you can buy these at Rural King. You can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them at Dick's Sporting Goods, Cabela's, wherever. The price is going to be all over the place. To my experience, the two cheapest places to get decent Bugout bags are Walmart and Rural King. Rural King, you're going to pay $2 or $3 more, and it's going to be double the quality. So if you have a Rural King in your area, check them out. They run normally $50, and they're solid bags. Okay, but again, they're linked down below. If you want to get crazy with it and spend $200 or $300, some people spend upwards to $1,000. I'm like, nah, son. My Marine bag cost roughly $250 with shipping and everything. And it came with the back frame, all that jazz. This is a $150 bag, roughly, with the shipping and everything. This, my wife's, she picked it up for $40. So there you go. Let me see here. Wool blankets. I'm always talking about wool blankets. Here's one such blanket. This is just military issue. It kind of stinks a little bit if you want to know the truth. Get real wool. If you're buying a wool blanket, I've linked a good one down below, but you can pick these up surplus stores. You can pick them up in outdoor stores. You want to make sure that it's a good blanket. If you walk in and they've got $10 wool blankets, it's probably not a good deal. It's probably crap. You don't want to do it. 30 bucks is the neighborhood you can expect to pay for a decent wool blanket. Sometimes a little bit cheaper, but you know, again, if it gets too much cheaper, I start to worry about it a little bit, okay? A monocular. I'm not going to unpack my bag for this, but a monocular is what I actually prefer to carry, as opposed, some people like the binoculars. I don't. They take up too much room. I don't care for the foldable models all that much. I've got a monocular. It's just a one-handed, one-eyed binocular. I've linked it down below. I don't think that I've ever seen them at Walmart or Target or anything. You can pick them up. Should have them at surplus stores. But places like Bass Pro Shops and stuff like that, they're going to have them all day long. You're going to pay based on the brand name. And again, to my experience, you get what you pay for. There's some that I've seen on Amazon. I try to pair out. They're low light, meaning you can see well, you know, at dusk. They were 20 bucks. I tried them and they were worth 20 bucks. They weren't all that clear. The nighttime was a joke. You couldn't, you know, you couldn't do much during the nighttime with these things. But then I splurged and I got a good set, not a set, but a monocular for 50 bucks. And it's waterproof, got the rubber gripping on it, and it does really well. So again, link down below, but also check all your stores locally, okay? And that is something, me personally, I see a prepper falling in love with that, okay? Savage wallet. Well, let me dig this out. There are different brands. I linked the Savage down below, but the idea is very simple. I don't like leather wallets, the plain Jane wallets. These run anywhere from $40 to $50. The cards clip down on the inside and it holds them very sturdy. And then on the outside, you can take your fiat with you. There's a clip and it actually takes up less room. I've had this. I got this through BattleBox. I bought it. They didn't send it to me for free. I think I paid $60 for it. But you can find them for 40 bucks if you shop around. Mine has the American flag. You can get the Don't Tread on Me. You can get the skull, whatever you want on it. It would make a good gift for the prepper in your life, you know, the male prepper in your life. And again, I don't judge. If you're female and you want one, there you go. Next up, a Leatherman, which is also actually in my Bugout. But most of us know what Leathermans are, right? They're multi-tools. Don't skimp and get a cheaper brand, okay? To my experience, it is better to get a smaller, less expensive Leatherman brand because they just make a quality product. I've had, let me see here, I've had 2 or 3 others. There's a tool company that makes one. Dang it, I can't remember. Cobalt, I think. And it's got blue rubbery grip on it. It's trash. I paid 40 bucks for it. It's trash. I could have paid $40, got a really small Leatherman, and it's a lot better. So again, you're going to get what you pay for. With the Leathermans, you don't want to cheap out too much. But again, if you're buying a gift for someone, they get a Leatherman, they know it's quality, they know that you've done a little bit of thinking behind the gift, and they're going to appreciate it, okay? PHRA rods. Now I'll show you what I got here. Oh, it's already out. So I'm going to show you the cheaper model. But when I say PHRA rods as a gift, I'm thinking $20. You can get them for under $20. They're going to come with a lanyard. They're the necklace variety. They're going to last a lot longer. These are the cheaper variety. This is just one of the things I pulled out. It's a grid down or a camping thing. I've even got a Bic lighter on the back. Bic lighter, and then I've got the magnesium and the PHRA rods here. The package in the middle, again, these are the plain Jane ones. The concept is very simple. Back of the knife, you strike it a few times, and you have flame, okay? But again, you're going to get a much better quality PHRA rod. Those are 8 for $10. I'm not giving those out as gifts, okay? If I'm gonna give one as a gift, I'm gonna spend $15 or $20 and get something that's really nice for a PHRA rod. I've linked them below. Outdoor stores will have them all day long. Walmart maybe not, Target maybe not, but your outdoor stores will have those, okay? Tactical cap. Well, I don't have any hats out here. Tactical cap is just a baseball style hat that has Velcro on the front that you can attach a morale patch to. And you can get a variety of morale patches. You can probably get Let's Go Brandon on them at this point. But, you know, you can get the Punisher skull, whatever your significant other wants. And you can get them in a variety of camo colors as well. Most of mine are OD green. I'm huge. Where's my OD green crowd at? I'm huge on OD green. There's something about the olive green. I just love it. Army all the way, right? Sawyer filter. I have Sawyer minis here for the Bugout bags, but they sell other Sawyer products, or Sawyer, however y'all say it. It's linked down below. You can pick these up at pretty much any of your bigger stores, your retail outlets locally. All day long, you're going to find these at outdoor stores as well. They have the sports style bottles. The Sawyer, you know, the Sawyer company puts those out. The full kits. I mean, just whatever you're willing to spend on it. Some people, their budget is $20. You can get a Sawyer mini for $20. Okay, shop around, you can find one. If you want to get a bigger kit or something like that, absolutely, they're worth the money. So I'm going to pull this out, but what I've done is I've linked down below the zombie variety. I don't know what the deal is with Readywise, okay? As some of you have said, the gruel of survival food. They have all of these different kits, and when you boil it down, I don't know if I can get the box out or not. Hold on. Well, not without tearing it up, it looks like. The white box inside, okay? This white box has your food in it. This white box is the same for all of the Readywise Box products. I don't know what the deal is with Readywise. They're coming out with all of these different... the American Red Cross one, I think they donate some of the proceeds. But now they have an apocalypse themed box. They have the zombie themed box, which I linked down below. They have the normal. I mean, it's just all over the place, you know. And I thought about getting the zombie themed one, but honestly, you're paying for the box. You're paying for the display. Because the kit I just showed you, you can pick up for $20, $25 maybe. The zombie one is about $15 more. So you're paying for the packaging, which sounds ridiculous. But again, if you're buying it as a Christmas gift and you know somebody who's huge into zombies, I'm just saying, they would display it or something like that. So you're getting the food, but it's more about the theme on the outside of the box. They're killing me. It's like Readywise is turning into a baseball card company, and they want you to collect all the different variants and all this stuff. At the end of the day, it's food. Number 24 is linked below, and it may be one of the ones that you can't find locally, and that is going to be a seed vault, like a survival seed vault. These things come in usually in smaller Mylar bags. They're going to have thousands of seeds in there. These are going to be heirloom seeds. The shelf life, that's a good question. I think the shelf life is around 15 years on these things. So you're paying partially for the shelf life and the fact they're heirloom seeds. Now all day long you can go out and you can find heirloom seeds and you can collect what you want. but this seed vault comes ready to go, and it's ready to be put up on a shelf somewhere and stored, okay? Again, that's linked down below. You may be able to find those at some of your outdoor stores, Gander Mountain or, you know, Bass Pro or whatever. I'm not sure. I've never seen them there, but, you know, preppers like their seeds. So if you know a prepper and you know this person is into gardening, they're going to love that gift. And finally, I get to take this off. Oh, man. Thing like I feel like you got head lice or something. You wear that thing for so long. Not good, not good. A wool watchman's cap, and I'm going to link this down below. Okay, well, you know, if you're trying to go gray man in Tifa crowd, I guess you'd wear it up like that right there. You know what I'm saying? But for us commoners, us patriots, I normally wear mine down like this. With wool caps, you're going to get a little itching. Again, if you cheap out and you get a wool cap that's $2, that thing is going to itch you to death. If you pay a little bit more and you get a decent watchman's cap, those are going to run you about $10, I think. Somebody would be glad to have it. And they make, you know, they have different colors. Again, with the OD green, right? I love it. But there you go. That is Prepper Clauses. Where'd my other hat? There it is. I ain't putting that wig back on. That is Prepper Clauses. List of 25. I look like an elf, sort of, actually. My list of 25 gifts that hat's just ridiculous, that are low budget. It should be within everybody's budget, okay? So if you just roll in like Warren Buffett, you can get anything off the list. But if you're on a very restricted budget, you can get something else. You can get like the PHRA Rod, something very entry level, like the wool cap or something, okay? Folks, thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully chat was a blast. I'm going to try and make it fun. Hopefully I've done that tonight. I want it to lighten the mood, especially after yesterday's video where we're talking about World War III. You just need a break every so often. And that was the main reason that I did this video. I appreciate y'all being here. God bless each and every one of you. I take Sundays off. I encourage you to do the same thing, but I'll be back Monday morning with the live stream. God bless. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. Merry Christmas.